Alright, and it is again time for Darkest Dungeon a day late. I simply didn't have time for stream last night, so in this case doing it maybe a day late, but in any case otherwise at least do think that we'll have more electricity available than last time when we did Mud Runner, and most probably also network days, as has been the case usually. There was some kind of overall technical issues in the wider area that day, so should work better overall. And of course luck with dice and or in general the PRNG in Darkest Dungeon is another matter that wouldn't be so optimistic about, but that is of course more of the need to try that when playing than whether you have electricity. So in that respect also greetings to all, and let's try and do some Darkest Dungeon again. So let's switch to the game view and see. We had like even kind of like more virtue chance next week, so more or less a positive event, which is nice. So let's see about what we could do and or what needs doing. Do not especially. Alright, it's clear that at least goes to stress treatment is again like only. Alright. Very well. And do we even have other stress cases? Not very mentionable actually. So it's more or less quite good situation. And we have quite a few like abominations clearly have liked that character class. And we have one free spot, so let's check. Was Grave Robber? Yeah, Grave Robber was the one with several quite useful abilities. So let's see, level 3. That is already kind of worth hiring, because hires cost nothing. One of the few things that is actually good in this game, that hiring heroes costs nothing, which more or less makes it somewhat sane. If it would be like also hiring basic level hero a few thousand, it would make really having to toe the line with the finances compared to like that. Now you can at least play a bit hard and fast with the finances, so it's kind of slightly more tolerable when one compares overall what could be the case in the worst overall position in that respect. So I would say that the game is merciful, at least in the sense that hiring actually doesn't cost, which makes it slightly more tolerable in the sense of not having to hold quite the tight finances, unlike for example in Fantasy General that we played early on in history of this stream, where it's like you have to research new units, you have to buy new units, you have to upgrade units, and you always have too little money for that. And even do remember like instances noted in comments for posts on that you really have to make sure that you use the resources very wisely. It's quite demanding game for what it is. We played it as far as we got, like mid-third island, and then really couldn't make it any further, as has usually been the case with that game. Also, now that it came out on Steam, did get the second Darkest Dungeon, but we are first trying to certainly finish the first one, which seems to take to think that many have finished the game in less weeks, but we have been more of sightseeing a lot, which is also the idea with of course this one, that we do not necessarily reach the conclusion the fastest possible way. So let's see what we have available quest-wise. Unsure what the bright thing here means, but good. Yeah, it probably is like you have more virtue chance, so your path is really right looking. Interesting visual effect to show the increased virtue chance, like could be noticeable enough, certainly. Also purchased the enhanced edition of Icewind Dale, so we will start doing that in moderate term future. And we'll be also doing the second game once we finish the first one, which might take a while with all the expansions, a lot like we did Neverwinter Nights earlier, but probably the original Neverwinter Nights crashes a lot more than Icewind Dale, at least the enhanced edition, because it was like gave up on the Neverwinter Nights mostly because it kept crashing the whole computer with some regularity, and that was slightly less than pleasant to recover from repeatedly, so otherwise would continue if like at some point would get more stable go at Neverwinter Nights, we'll see. So let's then see where we would be going quest wise. And we do still have, of course, Darkest Dungeon, but would probably prefer to have even zero stress starting out there. Then we have one easy quest, and we of course have the usual remaining bosses, which is kind of, all of those are quite tough. Like considering what we have for at least we do have white. Do we have any better ones for I think that's considerably better if nothing else catches attention. At least we certainly do have sufficient amount of trinkets. And of course also feel free to comment in the chat about how your week was or thoughts. Alright, this is actually pretty good for Crusader. Berserk Charm is also quite nice. Actually going to try and see if we can get rid of the Formless Flesh. That's again like you at least get trophy which is kind of bleed resist, isn't very it takes a slot only for bleed resist mostly, though the 15% max HP is kind of nice. Let's try and see if we can at least run quite easily from Formless Flesh compared to some things, so. At least should have enough food that can camp once in any case. Alright. And you think that should be quite sufficient, and probably taking even more food so that we can camp with the maximum, the kind of most stress reducing result, so you have the maximum camping supply level usable, because it's like it's apparently random when you get the hunger effect and have to spend food, so it's better to actually have excess of food as you can use it for healing, if not like in need of it otherwise, and still there can be the hunger effect, so it's better most probably to take more than less would say overall. And let's get going then.
The spasmodically squirming, braying, and snorting half-corpses were heaped each upon the other until at last I was rid of them. The warrens had become a landfill of snout and hoof, gristle and bone, a mountainous, twitching mass of misshapen flesh fusing itself together in the darkness.
And let's try again, kind of. Mostly need to be able to do enough damage.
Than I can describe. An
annoying thing with Formless Flesh tends to be that it heals itself. Alright. Let's see. The crit, so kind of anyone's guess. Just get moving. Alright, that's quick for the first fight. Got to move even a few steps, so let's start poking at them. Alright, that's sufficient. 1 HP left. Sure, let's get rid of that. Let's nibble at us, which of course is helpful. And horror. Oh, well.
The birthplace of dread.
Right, 17 is almost as good as 21. Let's still focus that oneself, so. Alright, certainly sufficient pistol shot. Alright, we can use corpses being in the way. There actually is no attack that can. So let's get rid of the corpse. At least try. Fortunately here we do have the advantage of missing. Alright, let's use this pistol. Yep. And no mistrial. That's good.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Festering
fear
consumes
resist
the mind.
And Still we try to make space, there we go, because nobody has ability that pulls, so it's kind of...
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Certainly sufficient amount of money for that fight. Right. Unremarkable literature. Shame. Would be more interesting to have more interesting book. Oh, hello there, Knorri. Good to see you. Always nice to have you around. Have seen you joining a few times, so welcome and always pleased to see you. Hopefully your weekend has started well if you're that far into the week. At least no Banshee this time, it's better. Not that it helps, because the drummer also does horror, so it's kind of try and get rid of that thing. Alright, that was easy. Can't even get the drum. Then we can start fighting the vermin. Alright, that was also quite strong. Strong, one might say. Alright. Touchment is also pretty good if you get... Nobody is really out of health. So it's good to get some damage through. But again with one, like it's kind of bad luck that something gets attacked with the 1 point. Right. And let's try our luck with open vein, also usually that's nice damage, and that's bleeding. That we can get rid of, yes. And then we only have one remaining. And also here should most probably use anti-venom. Alright, that's done with
destroy
test and all. Extra bandage. And we have keys, so can also open the chest
laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Get rid of the holy water, so we can carry a bit more cash. And next room we don't really know where the boss is, because it's a...
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
We had the extra bandage, so let's use that. Alright, that was short corridor. And another fight. Alright, that's pretty good damage in any case. Would like to get rid of that because it causes morale damage. Right, and immediately disease, very lucky. At least that won't be doing anything anymore.
How quickly the tide turns.
Alright, accuse the cultists. Right, 34 is enough. And also helped a bit morale-wise. Right, and just bleed. So do we.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
And one remains. Open vein on the corpse. It was quick. And now let's heal everyone.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Now we can finish the fight. Alright, that's a lot of money.
Horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Certainly. Bone altar. Won't be touching that because most probably it summons something even worse. Alright. So we know there are no fights this way. Moonshine barrel, of course. Wonder if anti-venom makes the moonshine better. Nope. Alright, unsure if anything. Holy water might improve the moonshine. Let's have some anyway. Completely empty. That's a shame, certainly. Not the best result, like if you hope to have some moonshine, that certainly isn't the optimal situation, like none to be found at all. And let's keep moving. Cult crawlings, alright. That was good amount of extra stress from not very lucky.
Self-preservation is paramount.
Camp in the next room and see if we can reduce stress a bit. Not terribly worried about the
Watch your step.
stress overall as a factor as long as we can heal also from heart attacks. And immediately we find the boss.
Ever expanding. This horror
Kind
must
of
be
quick.
unmade.
Of course, doesn't then either trouble us as much in the sense of, and of course we miss great start. Heals itself, yes, but it's already at maximum health, so usually does quite huge damage. Alright, that's a better start. Not very lucky start overall. Then try to cause some damage. Fortunately, the advantage in that is that it won't be healing itself. See actually which has like the worst, because they have shared, so it's like which has the worst protection, of course, should be attacked. Alright, we can do open vein only on the first two, so it's kind of... So the second one has higher, lower bleed resistance. It's actually interesting. So they are different styles. They have the same style, have different resistance still. That's actually interesting. Let's see, like overall. Alright, that wasn't probably the best damage ever.
Mortality
Only 30,
clarified in a single
heal,
strike.
hopefully.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
Alright, and
Or
then we again
cowardice.
get to heal the fighter. Be nice to have some health. We still have bandages, so... These have same protection and dodge rating, so front one has less speed. Unsure if it matters here. Yeah, that's kind of not very meaningful amount of damage.
And now the true test.
Also
Hold
would be
fast
nice to be less
or
on the
expire.
death door. That's kind of preferable result. Then it heals itself only for 10, which is better. Right, probably most useful to heal everyone. Alright, open vein on that is of course nice. And let's also stop bleeding ourselves. Healed itself only for 8. Of course, as long as it spends time healing itself, it's not spending time attacking us, so...
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Alright, that's probably the worst, because they tend to refuse healing. He don't refuse healing, so... Right, we are actually getting somewhat closer. Nobody has gotten a positive stress
There
effect
can be
for
no
a
hope
very
in this
long
hell.
time.
No hope
Like
at
would
all.
be nice. Alright, healed itself for about what's left. Much. Dodged! Yeah, finally! Somebody dodged this. Alright. Let's try and heal everyone about now. Pass! That's great. Really lucky. Fortunately they tried to attack the exact thing that still has
A decisive
some.
pummeling.
Alright, we are very close. Now just some luck is needed. For example, the healer not passing, alright, we won. Now it doesn't matter that we have almost no health. Alright, 600 gold is a little bit limited. Edic's Greaves, only Arbalest. Get store, so maybe holy water drinks help, like to not die. And quest is complete. We certainly get out of here now. That's the first boss fight won for a long time. And as said, the end was mostly that we need a bit of luck. It was kind of like the dramatic moment required when the healer passes. Yes, thank you. It's always the best thing like healer passes turn. Yeah, as said, it was kind of like, as said, that do think that we actually win if we have a bit of luck, as lack of luck was evident with the healer passing, but it still had enough dice for damage, clearly, that won, as said, that it's very close. Chance to turn any miss into a hit, that's of course nice. -1 speed, like slow reflexes replaces bloodthirsty, that's great. Spiritual, alright, that's nice. Extra healing. Alright. Bloodthirsty in turn here. Fading. That's kind of annoying trait, lowers dodge by 5. Fairweather Fighter. Alright.
Even these dirt-covered dullards have their uses. Put them to work.
Re-upgrade Building X1. Nice. Labor force. Alright. And we mostly have now only the Gibbering Prophet and Hag which left, and the Brigand 16-pounder, which don't think we have ever even seen, so. And then we only have the Darkest Dungeon quests and the Sleeper, which do think is related somehow to the farmhouse where the comet fell. Roster-wise, we have done almost everything but having Antiquarian and Arbalest to resolve. Level 6, so. Quite good amount of goals already fulfilled. That was very successful. And everyone certainly needs stress treatment, and we should also treat the vampiric spirits, because like minus 50% debuff resist, which is more or less unpleasant situation, certainly. So that was the first quest tonight, and that certainly went well. Thought that Formless Flesh would probably be the easiest of the three remaining bosses currently to get rid of, so that was pretty big thing, considering we haven't succeeded with any boss for a good while, so it was very nice, and certainly very viewer or audience friendly fight, considering how close to the wire it went, so that was very nice. Let's see then about, first of all, everyone certainly goes into stress treatment, and in addition you go to disease treatment. Do not really like the vampiric spirit. It's good that they feel healthier already, for sure. And into the tavern you go. Alright. Alright, and he only wants to drink, unfortunately. Town Crier is currently enjoying drinking, so going to in turn, kind of, because have the budget, going to just in turn rid them of the liking to only drink. Preference for drink, clearly. Let's get rid of that so we have more choices for stress reduction. There we go. And then we can sort by stress. We certainly have all the cases really necessary in stress treatment, so we can sort by level and see if there are enough for like a mid-level quest, including fighters and a healer, so we can also try to develop the lower level ones. Equipment looks pretty good that we do have mostly right level of equipment and skill upgrades. Let's see what quests we have available. Now Warrens only has 2 normal quests as we got rid of the boss. Unsure if there are actually more bosses left for Warrens either. There should be somewhere at some point the Brigand 16 pounder, but haven't actually seen that. So alright, here we again have the Shrieker. So we could also try to get more trinkets back. And here there remains the Keepering Prophet. So, and we do also have in Weld one veteran level quest, so that would be more or less good for the lower level. Let's take that for now and see what happens. And healer. Has pretty valuable items also. Sacred Scroll. That's very good. High healing skill increase. Needs trinkets here. Let's see what we have. Plus 25 damage in position 1. That's actually quite nice. Usually useful to put Staff Ring on such as there's kind of low HP for Shield Breaker, so would be one good idea to use the Staff Ring in that respect, certainly. Alright, let's go out with those. Yeah, and now that we remember, we also used a free building upgrade. Do you think we had blacksmith fully upgraded? Yes. And do you think we had guild fully upgraded? Yes. We could upgrade the abbey. We can increase slots. Tavern has been upgraded. What is the situation with sanitarium? Full upgrade here. The nomad wagon is fully upgraded. The survivalist, do you think, is fully upgraded? Do you think the stagecoach was also fully upgraded? So actually we should upgrade the abbey. It's almost the only thing not fully upgraded, so let's upgrade the penance hall, which is kind of also, or probably even better to upgrade the cloister. It's more common to use meditation. There we go. See if we can alright. And now that we remember to use the free upgrade, which of course is good, then we can proceed again to the intended quest here. Let's also start taking laudanum along because it helps for horror. As we saw the previous one, we had considerable amount of extra stress due to horror. It doesn't unfortunately reduce stress itself, which would be expected with laudanum. No, it only helps with horror, but the kind of like ghoul or such tend to cause horror very quickly. So it's useful because it at least reduces the potential stress budget reduction from horror effects. So in that respect, do consider it more or less worth getting when one has the budget, because it's like 100 a piece, so not exactly the cheapest piece of equipment, no.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Alright, and we need to explore 90% of rooms. So. Alright. Certainly get rid of the cultists first because they do some stressful incantation.
Confidence surges
Alright,
as
no
the enemy
stressful
crumbles.
incantation for you.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Dodge wood. Alright, that was quick. Alright, that's nice. Huge tapestry. Do not think I've seen one of those before, but tapestries are quite valuable. 4,500 a piece also, so it's almost like the bustling trapezohedron. Alright, this room has only 3 stumps. Next, please. $500 and extra doors.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Alright.
We require only the strength to follow it. Executed with impunity.
Alright, reviews from both sides.
Back to the pit.
1 remains. And even that was dodged, so currently been doing pretty strong overall.
Cleansed from our lands.
And next room. And we would have had shovels.
To the spreading corruption.
Sometimes you misclick. Oh well, no problem. Alright, here we can use anti-venom for more treasure.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. In Radiance, may we find victory.
And keep moving to the next room. Alright, that's a lot of cultists. Let's fight them then. Alright, and instead, usual like with the casters is many stressful incantations as you can. Alright, one less and
Give them no
stressful
quarter.
incantation. And another one left.
Destroy them all.
Heal everyone would probably be preferable. Alright, what's 3 at least, not like 1 left as at 1 point, which kind of is. Always you leave like 1 health and then get damage from them. Ah, hello there, Priareus. Good to see you also. So let's greet you also properly. So welcome and always good to have you around. And let's try and some healing and see if we can finish this off. Yes.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright, let's take that route first. This time we remember to use the shovel. There we go, much better. Like hand digging is really ruinous for the morale.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Alright, and hunger always Not very lucky. Sometimes with the hunger, like get it 4 times in a row. Alright, we have keys, so 25 extra gold. Alright, nobody else is missing. Considering the length of the quest, we can most probably get rid of bit of food, so let's get rid of like 2 food and take more gold instead. Good trade of one might suspect. And let's then again dig with the shovel. Fortunately we still have some shovels. Alright, big piece of slime. Let's try and get rid of those then. Alright, get rid of 1. Alright, 12 is pretty good. That gets rid of 1, that was the deed. 13 is pretty good for hit to the face.
A powerful blow.
Critical retribution. So good, and also some retribution. Heal everyone for chance. Alright,
The
rid of the big one.
The greater the glory.
These tend to multiply, so it's important to at least keep
Obliterated.
reducing the numbers. Alright, 1 left. Or not.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
10%
They can
max
be beaten.
HP for Crusader. Not really interested in those two as there's the chest available. Two emeralds is pretty nice actually. Do not consider this such a vessel. Alright, that helps. Alright, we need to backtrack a little. Again, hunger. Fortunately, we still have food to burn. And now we can take the other route of stuff we can explore.
Lurching composition of
Yes.
otherworldly death.
Thing from the star. Let's see, like. Can we survive it? I think that we should at least try. Stick to the face, that's certainly right. Vorpal strike, at least not a critical, so it's more or less. Alright. This is one of the easier things because it also removes its own health by creating the crystals. So yes, the return to the stars is not a good thing to us, but the thing also keeps reducing its own health to create the crystals, and as long as you destroy the crystals and do not let them explode, you're pretty much safe as it's trial, right? Pretty much safe as long as it just keeps reducing its own. Alright, that was very good work with the retribution. Then rid of the crystals. There we go. They also give a bit of health for the crystal. That's a good critical. Do think we can actually get rid of these. Yep, very good damage. Let's heal everyone a bit.
Sedated.
Alright. And as usual, no positive stress effects. Kind of surprised, like when can you get a positive stress effect? At one point do remember that got them all the time. Nowadays, rarely if ever. That heal is especially there because two things we get the free one turn to do damage before the crystal explodes. Yes. So that, and then that. Wait to strike. Phew, that was not very good, guys. That's the end of Thing from the Stars.
Scattered to the wind.
For a while again. Comet shards are really valuable, so we should certainly transport those.
The light, the promise of safety.
I do not think we need shovels anymore. I don't think we need bandages that hard anymore. Alright. Here is spider web. try anyway. Alright, treasures. 250 gold. Impressed. That wasn't very effective a trap. Alright, stylish room, but empty. Let's illuminate
The match is
properly.
struck. A blazing star is born.
Try to get rid of that thing. Alright, Thrown Dagger works. And then we only have the Rapid Hound, so which are quite durable. Could we dodge a Rapid Rush? Alright, that was good luck with the dodges, so let's fix the face. Alright, get rid of one, there's one more left. Heal. Alright, second one. And again dodge. I'm done with that.
This
Doesn't
expedition
300
at least
gold
promises
we can
success.
Get rid of rest of food. Let's feed it to the healer and take some gold instead. Alright. Alright. And next room. And let's check also the final room. It's a bit of pushing it, but of course we want to push somewhat for more treasure. No food, oh well.
Packs full of steel and war.
We are not dying of hunger
Nary a
yet,
thought
so
given to the plow.
going to bother checking the carcass. Most likely. Last fight. For this quest.
The wounds
Dramatic
of war
healing.
can be healed, but never hidden.
Let's put retribution on the big guy. Alright, that's some retribution.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
$15, that's pretty good. Not that we have any bandages. Oh! Apparently it's not that far, so let's rather get rid of that. So less damage gets out.
The wounds
Heal
of war
everyone
can
again.
be healed, but never hidden.
Here nobody goes get door. Alright, point blank miss. And more healing. that
victory.
finishes
Perhaps the turning
this
point.
quest.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
You can throw keys and torches out. And we are done, so it's quest complete.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
There we go, pretty good amount of treasure. And nobody leveled up, like everyone got almost up to level up. Yeah, prismatic comb. That's nice. It's one of the things you get if you fight and defeat the thing from the stars, the kind of prismatic traits. Very nice.
The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly.
Alright.
And a curse
Then
upon
we
us
can
all.
still do time-wise one quest more, so let's keep going. Alright, let's see what we can do. First of all, some stress treatment is in order. Now we can do these. And we also have quite a bit of stress with our fair adventurers, so put some gambling in. Alright, yeah. That one will only flatulate, so... They also go. Alright, and...
A man in a robe, claiming
Alright,
communion with the
a couple of
divine.
upgrades only now remain for
Madness.
the abbey. It's pretty expensive to flatulate for whatever reason. Alright, let's build that as we have 200 seeds. That's actually very nice. As it improves vessels everywhere, so that's quite nice, good building. Not missing that many buildings anymore, so let's then see about next quest. Pretty much everyone with excessive stress is now in treatment, so last quest for tonight. Let's see what we have available. like to go to the ruins. Sword champion level works for us. Not by level. What trinkets does this have? Alright. Also has Junior's head, which is one of the things you can get for killing the collector. Would like a abomination. Let's take a Chester, it's been a while, so... There we go. Alright, there we go. Now taking also the laudanum as there are more horror-inducing situations in general, so let's move in again. There we
Pace
go.
out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Alright, and we need to explore rooms, so let's... Alright, that was quick. And even surprised, like at least half surprised. Blunt shot. At least the damage was quite believable. They also had quite believable damage.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's done with. Meat food. And resurrected. It actually resurrects also other things than undead. And home taking up this.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
And missed. At least didn't resurrect this time. Yet. That's it. At least. No raids. Alright, that helped. What? 3 HP. You're right. So my get rid of
As
this
the
judgment,
fiend
yes,
falls,
that
a
helps.
faint hope blossoms.
No more resurrections. Bandage, there we go, and right, that was slam enough. Alright, that helped a bit, at least get to heal.
Grievous injury, palpable fear. A time to perform beyond
And
one's
start
limits.
buffing others because the
Continue the
gesture
onslaught.
of plain and simple can't
Destroy
attack the
them
front row.
all. The light, the promise of safety. Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Empty room, so that was the end of corridor, or yeah. So I have to backtrack a bit.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted and purpose is made clear.
Right, and keep moving, so a lot of battles. Some food use.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
His arm, good. And of course, that worked well. I tried to get them back into order, and more of they get more in disorder. And missed, of course. Alright, that helped a bit. Tempting goblet is quite problematic morale-wise. Alright, that ends the tempting goblet for now.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
A lot of damage, certainly. now the gesture can't really do anything. Right,
Masterfully
another
executed.
sort of damage. Alright, keep going, so. Alright, almost in order. And then try again. Alright, that was big damage for the attachment.
Ornaments, neatly ordered, lovingly admired.
Plenty of treasure, but still also plenty of
The match
space
is
for
struck.
them.
A blazing star is born.
Alright, probably will now get a press because... No, not enough apparently. Seventeen is certainly a good start. Alright, and now. And unsurprisingly, no positive press effect. It has happened very rarely for a long while. Alright, pistol shot first. Shots that also works. Alright. Ah yeah, Arkham Horror. That certainly wasn't very lucky. Especially when you played alone and would always paint. Then Angelo came to help, so that was still fun playing with you though, so thank you for that. Always appreciate Arkham Horror fun a lot. Alright, two. Maybe put more powder in your pistol. See, can we attack two, but destroy corpses always helps. Like, it's not wasted because it gives more space for maneuver, so... Ah, yeah, that was quite impressive also.
Precision and
There are only 2 do things, so it's incredibly improbable overall. It's not only slightly improbable, even less probable is what Pellegrini once got favored of past, which requires that when you have the cat token, the story continues is drawn, which is a single card in the whole Mythos deck. So in that respect, that was even less probable.
success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Right, next room. Of course. Go on their own accord and immediately read a particularly unsettling passage. Oh well. Alright, empty room, though it just has some barrels, hopefully moonshine or wine. Nice, for deeds. Let's transform in any case and that was to move forward also. Dodge the stressful incantation, perks. Alright, and of course, keep losing morale. And of course, misses. Alright, that's quite good. Critical hit from the chester, no choke, clearly. Right, and fortunately not moved either. Only 21 really heal a little. Alright, that was a useful peaceful shot. Everybody dodged, that's good. Pass, great. always like it when the healer passes. As happened also in the earlier boss fight like. Alright, that was very strong push. Remove corpses. Not quite yet. And missed. That was good move. Alright, and that improves the HP situation a lot there, because of course kind of running a little low. And then Rage then that wasn't very successful. Neither was that lately.
A devastating blow.
Alright, Chester is still clearly no joke. Ooh. Alright, that also helps slice off indeed. Alright, 13 is much better rage result than the previous one.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Alright, point blank. Still sufficient for sure.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, let's check the treasure chest. More gold. And next room. Alright,
A
sentimental
handsome
gift.
reward for a task well performed.
At least
Even
we
the
have
cold
shovels.
stone seems bent on preventing passage. And a few more rooms. Alright, bookshelf.
And a couple of more rooms to go tonight. Not much here.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Right, and quest complete. And we still have one room left, and just for completeness again going to also walk to that and finish tonight properly with all the area complete. And still a couple of corridors to go. Right, still one fight left. Nice. And miss. Oh. Let's transform for style. Alright, that was quite effective rage-wise. 29. Certainly qualified as rage. And 17 here, clearly the good die. Alright, only the first skeleton corpse actually does something. So rage has been effective, certainly currently. And less dead undead because Alright, now we are getting quite close. And there we go. Moderate 28 damage, so.
A trifling victory, but a
Now we
victory
can
nonetheless.
throw all kinds of things out, like shovels and...
A full pack often attracts unwanted attention.
Immediately when you throw shovels out, you get some hand picking. Irrational as usual as
gasping, taken
Alright,
over the edge into
confess.
madness.
Been too much life, been too much to bear. Unsurprising. Last fight shooting for tonight. Alright, that's always effective because it doesn't target anything separately, so...
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
And last style. And that removes one threat.
Diminished.
Right. That helps. We never made it visible because we destroyed it with things that do not need to target that directly, but it's rather certain positions. Rarely you get to use the mace as the vessel unless you plan the team very differently. And then we are quite close to winning, so alright, let's gradually get the spots, leave a bit more.
Unbalanced.
That was big damage, but there we go, so we can return to the hamlet.
This expedition at least promises success. The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
And some heirlooms also. Another copy of the Profane Scroll. Alright, and return to town. Only one even got any trades.
Cast out from the civilized world, these men
Leper colony still do not terribly like the leper as far as the hero classes go, so alright, and that about concludes the third outing, and we are almost up to 2 hours, so let's switch to the main view. And well, first of all, we are next going to see who we will raid and leave our good viewers with them. We are of course playing also tomorrow. Let's see what will be in program. Tomorrow we are following the program, except we had the minor issue with last night as far as schedule went. And tomorrow it would be escape simulator, that's probable, so kind of like somewhat 3D escape room game. Let's see how that goes. And now wish you all a good night and see who we will raid. So let's see who's doing what and what we can leave you all with. And who's up to what? Nero is playing Legend of Zelda. Do you think is this like the new Zelda game? Do you think so? It's been a while since we have raided Nero. Yeah, let's go for the new Zelda game. Been a while for Nero for raid, so let's raid them and go on from there. there we go, and thank you all for joining for the very nice, very successful game, as we even beat the Formless Flesh. So in that respect, one boss fight won, a few remain, so we are quite close to finishing first run of Darkest Dungeon, except doing the eponymous Darkest Dungeon itself 4 times, which is tough. So that was a nice success, and thank you all for your participation tonight, and hope to see you tomorrow. Good night for you all, and give our regards to Nero.